Hello, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you how to use PoolTool for BitShares. PoolTool is a piece of software that I wrote that allows interaction between everyday people and the liquidity pools that are now on BitShares. PoolTool was the first piece of software written for BitShares for interaction with the liquidity pools besides the Python CLI uptick. And it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how to interact with it. Liquidity pools are essentially the same thing as Uniswap, so being built straight into BitShares makes BitShares even that much more robust and powerful to use. Right now, during the making of this video, PoolTool is on version 1.0.0. Now there are still bugs in there and everything like that, but for the most part, everything works exactly how it should. As with any software, there are always going to be bugs. So if you find any, definitely let me know. If PoolTool ever changes functionality to change how it works, and this video needs updating, I'll shoot another video at that time to explain how that works. This video assumes that you have your Python environment set up correctly and have PoolTool installed already. If you don't, I plan on making a video on how to install everything from scratch so that you can have an appropriate Python environment to run PoolTool in. All right, let's get to it. To start, when you open PoolTool, you will see the PoolTool window looking like this. No information loaded, and most things are grayed out. Let's click the drop-down menu in the top left of the window and choose a liquidity pool that we want to use. For now, let's just use 1.19.0, which is BitShares and Twentix. Upon choosing, the app will tell us that it is loading the information of the pool. Once loaded, we now see a ton of information. This will also enable the buttons down below the graph, which were disabled before because we had not selected a liquidity pool to use. Let's look at the top of the app first, then we will work our way down. Directly to the right of the drop-down will be the two assets that the pool is made of, BTS and Twentix, like I said before. The pool name is the asset that is given to you when you deposit into the liquidity pool. In this case, the asset is Twentix.bts pool. X balance and Y balance are pretty self-explanatory, but they are going to be the balance of the first and the second asset of the pool. The X divided by Y and the Y divided by X prices are going to be what the pool evaluates to be the price of the assets in the pool. For example, you can see the XY price is higher than the lowest ask price to the right, which shows there is a potential for arbitrage between the liquidity pool and the market. I won't go into arbitraging between the pool and the market, but for those who know what that is, PoolTool makes it easy to see arbitrage opportunities. To the right on the top over here, there's just some basic market information. In the middle, we have one of the best features of PoolTool, which is the pool depth versus the market depth. This will help visualize what the markets look like versus how the pool looks. Let's go to a pool that really shows the power of this tool. You can see that the highest bid and the lowest ask in the top right have an enormous spread. That is the biggest benefit of liquidity pools, as it provides liquidity where the market does not. The X divided by Y price here is between the highest bid and lowest ask and provides the liquidity that people want to have when trading. Now, let's go back to 1.19.0. To actually use the PoolTool, let's try exchanging with it. Choose whether you would like to buy or sell, how much, and which asset to exchange. In this case, let's sell 10 BitShares. Notice how the chart flips around when selecting the asset. In order to exchange, we need to click the Update Prices button. Let's do that. This will show us what selling 10 BitShares for Twentix looks like on the market and on the liquidity pool. As we can see, we would get a better price for our 10 BitShares on the liquidity pool than we would on the market. That seems pretty reasonable to me. Let's do it. We can now click Take Offer since we've recently clicked Update Prices. If you run into an error where it won't trade, it could be that the prices have shifted since you last clicked Update Prices and won't do the trade. This is to protect your assets in case the price changes and you won't get what you expect from the trade. Clicking Take Offer brings up a window that reiterates what we were going to do. In this case, we are using the liquidity pool to sell 10 BitShares for approximately 0.64005 twintics. Let's confirm. We will now have to enter our account name, and then we will have to provide the active key to make the trade. So let's click OK. I have my active key in my clipboard, so I just pasted it there. The key that you enter will have to have active key permissions, whether that is the account's own private key or if you set up permissions for another account to have the active permissions. If the key doesn't hold the correct permissions, it will not execute the trade. After doing that, you will be presented with a screen letting you know what exactly happened in the trade. Awesome. We used the pool, we paid 10 BitShares, we anticipated getting 0.64005 twintics, and we actually received 0.63558 twintics. The last thing we are going to go over is depositing into the liquidity pool. To deposit, we have to put in both assets at an equal value. Don't worry about getting the value exact. BitShares does the calculation for us and returns what we don't use. Let's see it in action. For this one, I want to deposit 10 BitShares and 1 twintics into the liquidity pool. Click on Deposit to the LP. This brings up a window, like when you trade on the pool, to verify what you want to do. In this case, we want to deposit 10 BTS and 1 twintics in exchange for the pool asset twintics.bts pool. Click Yes. Once again, we enter our account name and active key. When it completes, it will tell you exactly what it deposited into the pool. Here we deposited the full 10 BTS, but only deposited 0.63903 twintics. So what happened to that other 0.37-ish twintics? It just came back to us. The blockchain didn't eat it, it just came back to us and it didn't use it to deposit. But what we got in exchange was 7.76850 twintics.bts pool. Now that is our pool token and our share in the pool. Thanks for sticking around for the whole video. Together we learned about PoolTool, described some of its functionality, and learned how to exchange and deposit your assets into the liquidity pools. If you want to use this tool for yourself on the BitShares blockchain, you can go down to my GitHub in the description below and download the source code there. I will also leave a link for the Telegram group that I have for PoolTool specifically, so you can chat with other members and see what they're using. If you run into any issues, I monitor that pretty frequently, and that link is down in the description below as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video helped you out. Thanks.